is the middle C. Okay. All right. So I think so let's just go to the next topic.
Okay. Okay, we have another topic, and it's titled music timing. We have music timing, and in music we have what is called accent. So sounds are grouped by accents into sets called bars. Sounds are grouped by accents into sets called bars. The bar lines being the conventional sign to show where the accent occurs. To show where the accent occurs. So accent means stress. Stress, emphasis, that is strong beats. Emphasis, that is when you are making emphasis, that means it is you are giving a more observable sound or observable hearing than the other ones. So it's an emphasis or a force on the musical notes. A force on the musical notes.
Yes. So accent, just like we have in English language. If you're in a phonics class, you maybe want to pronounce the word maybe today, today, today. You find that you're going to emphasize the first syllable over the second syllable. So accent is just the emphasis on sound. Really is basically this strong beat. Doom, ke, doom, ke, doom, doom, ke, doom, ke. So that doom is the accent. The ke, so the weak, the strong accent or the strong beat and the weak beat. Doom is the strong beat. Ke is the weak beat. So we have these scenarios, for that's in rhythm or for those playing the drums in the youth department. We have the main the bass drum that hits boom,
Like the
boom.
big one.
Yes, boom, 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 boom. That's the accent. Okay. So if we make a little illustration, if you make a little illustration, use your third finger, the longest finger, and tap on a table at a slow regular pace. Okay, so face the wall clock and tap at the pace of that wall clock. So just be checking the second time and be following your second time, the second hand of your wall clock, and be tapping together. That means in 1 minute you should have tapped 60 times. That's a regular pace. You are tapping at a regular pace, at the pace of the clock. You are tapping, tap, 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 tap. Now, instead of using tap, tap, use your mouth to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just count 1, 2, 3, 4 continuously. Look at the clock at home and just be following the second hand time, and be counting 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, in place of the count 1, okay, try to make that count 1 thicker. Doom. Maybe you should use your wrist. Doom. Ke, ke, ke. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. By so doing, you have established a 4 count timing. What you have just done, you have established a 4 count timing. So ignore the clock at home. Just do it normally now, naturally. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you try sing the national anthem. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the national anthem. You're able to sing national anthem on this 4 count timing that has been established. Or another song, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. 1, 2,
Twinkle,
3, 4.
twinkle,
1, 2,
little
3, 4. Let's
star,
make it faster. 1,
how
2,
I
3, 4.
wonder
1,
what
2,
you
3, 4.
are.
1,
Up
2, 3,
above
4.
the
1,
world
2,
so
3, 4.
high,
1,
like
2,
a
3, 4.
diamond
1,
in
2,
the
3, 4.
sky.
1, 2,
Twinkle,
3, 4.
twinkle,
1, 2,
little
3,
star,
4. 1,
how
2,
I
3, 4.
wonder
1,
what
2,
you
3, 4.
are.
So what we've done, we've established a 4 count timing and we're able to sing up to 2 or 3 songs on it. Jesus lost me this I know. We see that this W is where the main force comes on. That's the accent.
Accent.
It comes on the first count. And then you have these ones as the weak beat. This is the wrist. Okay, and this is the third finger. Okay. So let's sing this song.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
Jesus
3,
loves
4.
me,
1,
this
2,
I
3, 4.
know.
1,
For
2,
the
3, 4.
Bible
1,
tells
2,
me
3, 4.
so.
1, 2,
Little
3,
ones
4.
heal
1,
him
2, 3,
belong.
4. 1,
They
2,
are
3,
weak,
4.
but
1,
he
2,
is
3, 4.
strong.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's what we've just done. A 4 count time. Actually, you will do these things every day. We know it. And that's why I keep saying what we are doing in this lecture video is to teach you the theory behind what you've been doing all this while. So we need to approach these trainings from a knowledge of I know it already. I'm improving myself. Okay, so it's something we've been doing already. We've been doing a lot of this kind of singing, singing on time. Because what I've just done is to sing on time. Singing on time does not mean to rush or to sing fast. Singing on time means to follow the counts, to follow the time of the music as indicated. Okay, so we can continue.
Okay. So, 4 count time. In 4 count time, the accent occurs first or once in every 4 counts, like we've just done. In music, this sign, which is like a greater than sign, is used to indicate accent in music. So that is the sign of accent in music. If we represent each tap, like the wrist, finger, 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 wrist, finger, 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 with crotchets, this would be the result. So we have wrist, finger, 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 wrist, finger, 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 wrist, finger, 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 wrist, finger, 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 wrist, finger, finger, finger. So those ones that I mentioned, wrist, are where the accent occurs. So the signs are also placed on those ones. So instead of using the accent marks, the musical procedure is to put a vertical line before each accented note. So the above would then appear as it is here. So those places where accent occurs, instead of putting those signs, we put a vertical line there. So 4 count time is the same as 4 beats in a bar. It's the same as 4 beats in a bar. It's also referred to as a quadruple time, which I think we'll see that later. So songs that go with the 4 count timing are like we have in the SDAH 12, SDAH 309, SDAH 538, SDAH 171, and SDAH 122. So if we go through that song, we'll find out that those are most of the songs that have that timing. So like I said, the vertical line placed where the accent occurs. So we have what is called bar, bar line, and double bar line. Bar, bar line, and double bar line. So that vertical line that I mentioned are called bar lines. So, and the spaces or compartments in between a bar, two bar lines, we have two bar lines. So this space in between them is called either space or compartment. So it's called bars. Okay? So the space between two bar line, two vertical line is called bar. The space between two vertical line. So let me take that place again for our own understanding, better understanding. The vertical lines are called bar lines, and the spaces or compartments in between are called bars. The bar lines do not break up or divide the music, which goes on continuously. The last of one bar pressing forward to the next bar, thus, as it is, we can see here. So the bar line does not break what we have in a song or written in a stave. It doesn't break it. Rather, it gives a continuous sign to proceed, So we have established what a bar is at a bar line. So we have a double bar line. A double bar line simply tells us, where the end of some important section or the end of a music piece. So that is what a double bar line represents. Like we have here, we have at the end of this piece, we can see there we have a bigger line at the end of it. So we have another one that is not as sharp as that last one there as well. So that is a double bar line. So it tells us the end of this piece. So the bar is the compartment or space between two bar lines. I have said earlier, when you have two bar lines, the space in between two bar lines is called a bar. So it is a measure of time signature of the music. The bar is the measure of the time signature of the music. That is, in 4-count timing, the contents of each bar must sum up to 4 counts. It must sum up to 4 counts. So what we have in a bar must be equivalent to 4 because we have the time signature as 4/4. So okay.
So this the description we have here, there are how many bars do we have here really? As 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 bars in this phrase. There are 4 bars here. How do we know the end of each bar line indicates the end of a bar?
Yes.
So this bar line here now shows that this is 1 bar. Then between this bar line and this bar line, there's a bar. This contains 2 notes. Here there are 6 notes in this bar. So in bar 1 of the stave above, we have 1 crotchet, 4 quavers, and another crotchet. All of them sum up to 4 counts. Because this is a 4-count music, it's a 4-count music or a 4-count timing, so everything in each bar must be 4 counts. When we go to bar 2, we see that there are 2 minims in bar 2. Each minim is 2 counts. So this totals 4 counts. Here, each crotchet is 1 count, and this is a total of 4 counts. And then the semibrief itself is a 4-count note, and that's why we have just 1 semibrief here. So a music that is a 4 count music, when you look into the bar of, the bars of the stave of that music, each bar will be 4 counts each.
So they as well we have a 3 count time. 3 count time. It is possible for the accent to occur first or once as well in every 3 beats. It is possible. Like the illustration we gave, it was occurring. Yes. So referring to the illustration 4.1, we tap on the table this way. So we have tap, 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 tap. So the drawing we have wrist, which is the accent, the strong beats. So the wrist, finger, finger, wrist, finger, finger, wrist. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we find out that the ones I mentioned, 1, that is where the accent occurs. So in musical notation, it will be described this way. The accent sign where they are drawn at the beginning of each 3 counts. At the beginning of each 3 counts. So this, or as well, we have bar lines. So is either we use the sign, but professionally, we use the bar line to replace the accent sign. So at the beginning of each 3 counts, we have the bar line. So
Okay, so as usual, this is a 3 count music. So in a 3 count time, each bar must be 3 counts,
yes,
and that's why there are 3 counts in each bar. 3 crochets.
3 crotchets.
This second bar has a dotted meaning,
Dotted
which is a 3 count music
Yes.
note,
Yes,
or 6 quavers,
which is equivalent to 3 as well.
which is equivalent to 3 counts. So, okay, we know.
So 3 count time, same as 3 beats in a bar. So it's also referred to as a triple time. Triple, we know in English word triple, which means as well 3. So triple time, songs that go with 3 counts timing are SGH, we have 304, we have 341, hymn 100, we have as well 309, 109 rather, 109 Marvelous Grace. We also have 108 Amazing Grace. So those are examples of songs that have 3 counts time. We also have 2 count time. So yet another scenario is where the accent occurs first or once in every 2 beats, like I did earlier. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So the one that I mentioned are where the accent occurs. So like the way we explained the other 4 count, 3 counts, so we still have at the accent, the bar line at the beginning of each bar. So we have the bar line at the beginning of each of them.
So and then this stave, 3 bars in this stave
Yes,
is a 2 count time. So each bar must have 2 counts,
2 counts.
or a total of 2 counts. So even though there are 6 notes here, the 6 of them actually sum up to 2 counts, because these are semiquavers
Semiquavers, 4.
having quarter counts each. So these 4 semiquavers sum up to 1 count, and this quaver half counts each. So everything here is 2 counts,
2 counts.
and then we have a minim that's a single 2 count note. Here the accent, that will rather, instead of writing the accent signs, the bar lines are used to the case. So the accent occurs in every first beat of the bar.
So we have what is called the unit beat principle, the unit beat concept. We have unit beat concept. So before we go to that, we have a 2 count time. 2 count time, same as 2 beats in a bar, is also referred to as duple time. Like I said, we said in the example of the 3 count, that one is triple. The one of the 4 is quadruple. So this one is a duple time. So songs that follow the 2 count timing are like 125 of our SDAH. We have 180, 448, 652, 579, 580. So I go back to the unit beat concept. Okay, okay.
Okay, the unit beat concept is that the any of the note values can actually be the 1 count notes. Most times, it's generally taken that is a crotchet that is 1 count or the unit of measurement. But in when the crotchet rather is 1 count, it means the minim will be 2 counts and the quiver will be half counts. Okay, but when the crotchet is okay, but when the crotchet is more than, it's not the 1 count notes. Okay, I think I'm explaining faster than the
Okay.
the write up. So maybe I should just follow the write up. Um, where here tries to describe what the unit bit is, or what the term unit is in science. We have it as just like a unit of time is second. The unit of distance is meter.
Yes.
So the unit of a beat, in music is usually that the crotchet is the or unit beat, and there's a device used to measure the duration of 1 count, or the duration of the unit beat, the 1 count, which is the metronome. It's an inbuilt device in electronic keyboards. It's also a manual instrument with this, but that determines the 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 speed or the duration of the 1 counts, because we need to know how fast or how slow 1 count is. That will enable us measure other counts. If you check your electric piano or electronic piano and you choose a tempo 120, what does it mean? It actually means 120 beats per minute. You'll be hearing ke, ke, ke on that keyboard. That ke, ke, ke sound is moving at the speed of 120 beats in a minute. That is the meaning of tempo, really. Tempo is adjusted to the regular time. So a tempo of 144 means there are 144 beats in 1 minute. Don't bother how it's being calculated. A machine is doing that for you already, the metronome. So if you pick up a musical piece and it's written tempo equals 85, what that simply means, or here you see crotchet equals 120. This most times how you see it in some anthems. You just see where it's written crotchet equals 120. That means that you should set the tempo of that music, set it at 120. Set the tempo on the keyboard to 120. And then when you're singing, each tap is a crotchet duration. Okay? If you see crotchet equals 93, crotchet equals 93, simply set 93 on the piano or on the keyboard. It's moving at 93 counts in 1 minute, and each of the tap rather or beat is a crotchet duration. Now, where quiver or minim is the unit beat, that's the issue of the relative beat. Where the issue of the relative beat, the minim or the quiver first, when you have quiver equals 144. In this case now, you just set the tempo on the keyboard at 144, and then as it's tapping, that is the tap for each quiver, no longer for a crotchet. And then when the quiver is now the unit beat, that's the quiver becomes the one count note. And when quiver is a one count note, the crotchet becomes two counts, the minim becomes four counts, and the semiquiver is half counts. Alternatively, if the minim is a unit beat, where you have this description, minim equals 67, okay, that means the minim is the one count note, the crotchet is half counts, quiver is a quarter count, and the semi-brief is two counts. So the unit beat for any piece of music is determined from the time signature of the piece. So that takes us for the last topic in this chapter, time signature.
Okay, the time signature, the time number of beats is always indicated at the beginning of a music piece, and this indication or sign is called time signature. Just like an example, we have 2-4, we have 3-4, we have 4-4, we have 3-2, 2-4. These are time signatures. So it tells us the number of beats per bar, whereby the numerator, which is the 2, tells us how many times the denominator, which is 4, is to occur in a bar, and the 4 represents, which is a crotchet. The 4 represent the crotchet. So describing the time signature, 3 crotchets in a bar, also known as 3-count timing, because we have 3, 4. So that 3, where the 3 is the numerator or upper figure, and crotchet is the denominator or lower figure, the crotchet lower figure can be replaced by its fractional value. We have 4. When you go to the American nomenclature, we have a crotchet as quarter, so quarter notes, then and thus represented by the figure 4. Therefore, 3, the sign, crotchet sign, would be written as 3-4. So the lower figure indicates the kind of beats, that is crotchet beats, used, while the upper figure indicates the number of crotchets found in a bar. So similarly, in a case of 3 minims in a bar, which is also 3-count time, it will be written as 3-2. So in place of 3, and the sign, we replace the 2 with a minim sign, because the minim is a half note when you go to the American nomenclature, and thus represented by the figure 2. So we have 3-2, 3 quavers, 3 minims in a bar. So that is the minim becomes the unit beat there. Yes. So minim becomes the unit beat in this kind of time signature. So likewise, when there are 3 quavers in a bar, it will be represented as 3-8 in place of 3 quaver, because the quaver is an 8th note of the semi-brief, which we explained earlier, and thus represented by the figure 8. So common time, we look at common time. The most commonly used time signature is 4 crotchets in a bar. 4 crotchets in a bar. It is known as common time. This is the typical 4-count time. Many songs follow the 4-count timing, and that is why it is called common time. Another time signature used frequently is the 3 crotchets in a bar. So the 4, 4, 3, 4 are commonly used. So 3-4 is pronounced as 3-4, not most times people pronounce it as 3/4. So it is not called 3/4. It is not called 4/4. It is not called 6/8. It is called 3-4, 4-4, and 6-8. So types of time signature. We have different types of time signature, which are simple time, compound time. So we have two types of time signature. Rather, two types of time signature. We have a simple time and a compound time.
Okay, let me cover from here.
Okay.
So the simple time and the compound time are further divided or subdivided into three again: the duple, triple, and quadruple. Simple time. In simple time, each bit divides into two half bits. A meaning bit divides into two crochet bits. A crochet bit may divide into two quiver bits. A quiver bit may divide into two semi-quiver bits. Okay, let's just continue. A simple time is where you have like 2/4 means two crochets in a bar. 2/2 means two meanings in a bar, and so on. Simple triple time, this is 3 of any bit in a bar: 3/4, 3/2, and so on. Simple quadruple time is 4 of any bit in a bar. Okay, 4/4, 4/2, and so on. Where I actually want to spend a little time on is on compound time. Compound time originates from the concept of irregular note groups, where the unit bit divides into 3 equal parts, contrary to simple time, where the unit bit divides into 2 equal parts. An irregular note group is what we call the triplets, the quintuplets, the sextuplets, and so on. You see, as choristers, some of us have been singing for, like I said, around for 30 years. Some have been singing for 20 years. Some have been singing for 5 years, 10 years. We've been doing a lot of singing, but when it's time to score what we have been singing, for example, especially the choruses, our native choruses, they are so much styled. They have a lot of styles in them, a lot of varieties, a lot of variations, that when it's time to write some of these, put them to score, write some of these songs, we can't just use only the regular crochet, quiver, minimum to write them. We have to employ some other kind of note values that is called irregular note groups. Okay, the irregular note groups are some other ones that there are some other ones that are there. There's some called the triplets, the quintuplets, the sextuplets. But it's to really dig deep into how these notes are described. These note groups may be beyond the scope of this lecture video. Okay, but I would just want to explain the difference between simple time and compound time. In a simple time, each bit is conveniently divided into two parts. Do re mi va sol mi va sol la sol. You find that each note, each time, or each count can be conveniently split into two equal parts. But in a compound time, each count is not split into two equal parts. It's split into three equal parts. Do re mi va sol mi va la sol va mi re do re mi re mi. You find that there are 3 sounds per one count. 3 sounds are in one count. We are going to use some songs in the hymnal to describe them. We'll use some songs in the hymnal. But meanwhile, the compound time has the compound double time. 6/8. 6/8 literally means 6 quavers in a bar. But in the real meaning is 2, or the actual description is 2 dotted crochet beats in a bar. 6/4 means 6 crochets in a bar, but it's actually 2 dotted minims in a bar. If you remember what the dotted crochet is a little longer than a crochet with an additional half of its value. So while the crochet is 1 count, the dotted crochet is 1.5 counts. So a crochet has 2 quavers. A crochet is divided into 2 quavers. but a dotted crotchet is divided into 3 quavers. So a crotchet divided into 2 quavers is a simple time, but a dotted crotchet divided into 3 quavers is a compound time. So 9/8, you may encounter 9/8 in the SDH hymn. You say it's 9 quavers in a bar. No, it is 3 dotted crotchet beats in a bar. 3 dotted crotchet. The one count note is the dotted crotchet. If you remember, we discussed unit beats. In a regular 3/4 timing, the unit beat is the crotchet. But in a 9/8 timing, the unit beat is a dotted crotchet. It's a dotted crotchet. Okay, when we meet in physical classes, we'll describe it better. But let's okay, I wouldn't want to describe this. I'll describe this in a physical class, this illustration, but I think that's where we can understand it better. But let's look at these songs. These songs are songs in simple time. Pass me not, O gentle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that's the regular time, a simple time.
Yes.
Okay. It's actually 4/4, simple quadruple time, right?
Yes.
We also have 4/9/9. We have 5/30. We have 5/5/9. These are songs that the one count conveniently splits into 2 equal halves, or 2 equal parts. But to describe a compound time, let's use a song 4/2/2.
Yes. Come we that love.
Hold on.
Okay.
I wish we had SDH hymn here. I would have opened it.
Yes, I have one. I
Um,
have my hymn now.
okay, can I have the hymn now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Open 4/2/2.
Okay.
Okay, can you show 4/2/2 here? Okay, we can see it's 6/8 that is written there. 6/8. 6/8. Okay, bring it back. Bring it back.
Okay.
6/8. That's the time. 6/8 is not 6 quavers in a bar. It's not 6 quavers in a bar. It's 2 dotted crotchets in a bar. So watch the way just listen to the way I was saying it. Instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and come we that love the Lord. That is, for example, the way we'll sing it in church would have been, come we that love the Lord, and let our joys be known. We've turned this to a 3/4 music already.
Yes.
3 counts in a bar. But 6/8, the dotted crotchet is the one count.
Yes.
Come we that love the Lord, and let our joys be known. We're marching through Emmanuel's ground. We're marching through Emmanuel's ground. It's actually come 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's a compound duple time. So there are 2 counts in a bar, but what kind of count is it? They are dotted crochet counts.
Dotted crochets.
Come we. So you just do 1, 2.
Okay.
1, 2.
1, 2.
Come
1,
we
2.
that
1,
love the
2.
Lord, and
1,
let our
2.
joys be
1,
known.
2.
Can we sing it slower? Yes, we
Okay.
can.
Yes.
Do your 1, 2 slower.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Come
1,
we that
1,
love the Lord, and
1,
let our
2.
joys be
1,
known. we're
One,
marching
two,
through Emmanuel's
two.
ground. Now, the error. What's the error singing? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2,
Yes.
3, 1, 2, 3, 1.
Two,
Come
two, three,
we
two, three,
that
two,
love
three,
the Lord,
two, three,
and
two,
let
three,
our
two,
joys
three,
be
two, three, two, three.
known. Let's do the correct one again.
Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2,
Come
1,
we
2,
that
1,
love the
2,
Lord, and
1,
let our
2,
joys be
1, 2,
known. We're
1,
marching
2,
through
1,
Emmanuel's
2,
ground. We're
1,
marching
2,
through
1,
Emmanuel's
2.
ground. Okay, so you need to practice it, okay? Choir
Yes.
masters, congregational song leaders, choristers, check the songs listed here: 422, 337, redeem how I long to proclaim it,
Okay.
337, I think that's 68 also. Okay, let's look for another. I think 287 should be let me see, 287. There's one that is 98.
287.
Bring it, open 287, please.
Okay.
One more. Okay, this is also 68. I know I have. Okay, let's just go to 48. I think 485 is
485.
I want to look for another one, not just 68. 485 is 98.
98.
98 is not 9 quavers in a bar. Okay, what we normally sing in church is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Jesus, all of my trial. Or we sing it slower, like with some penitence.
Yes.
I must tell
1,
Jesus.
2.
No, I mean the way it's been sung
Okay.
already.
Okay.
So it's 1, 2, 3. I must tell Jesus, 2,
2,
3.
3.
All
2,
of
3.
my
2, 3. 2,
trials,
3.
I
2, 3.
cannot
2, 3.
tell
2,
these
3. 2,
burdens
3. 2, 3. 2,
alone.
3.
But this is 9/8. 9/8 is a compound
Time.
triple time.
Time.
Compound triple time. The unit beat is not a quiver.
It's not a quiver, it's
The
a
unit
dotted,
beat is not even a crotchet. It's a
dotted
dotted
crotchet.
crotchet, where the unit beat is split into 3
3.
equal parts. So this piece is actually 3 counts in a bar. But what kind of count is it? It is 3 dotted crotchets
Crotchets in a bar.
counts in a bar. So let's count 1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
1,
1, 2.
2, 3.
I must tell
1, 2,
Jesus
3.
all of my
1, 2,
trials.
3.
I cannot
1,
bear
2,
these
3.
burdens
1, 2,
alone.
3.
In my
1,
distress,
2,
He
3.
kindly will
1,
help
2,
me.
3.
Jesus
One,
loves
2,
and
3.
cares for His
1,
own. You see, each count is divided into 3 equal parts. Okay, so there are also some songs in hymn that you say 12/8. That is 4 dotted crochet counts in a bar. Okay, so it will take a while for us to get used to this, especially since we already used to, break simple time. So this how compound time is, and you also find me this in your anthems and so on. If the when we meet in physical classes, we can use any example you provide, to illustrate further. Okay, anacrusis is just a situation where the first count music does not start from the first count of the bar, but rather it starts from the last count. An example is the Nigerian national anthem. Okay, you don't start singing from count 1. You start singing from the last count. Example,
arise.
counts.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
Arise,
2,
O
3, 4.
compatriots.
1.
Let me try starting from count 1.
Okay.
Go.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
Arise,
3,
O
4. 1, 2, 3,
compatriots.
4. 1,
Nine.
2.
It's confusing.
Yes.
Except, because he's a professional musician. Like, so that's why he has adjusted to my own singing by shifting the strong beat away from 1 to 2, so that it sounds correctly, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Originally, if you were singing with a band, like the youth band, you notice that the bass drummer doesn't start from the beginning, the first uh, sound of the song. You hear boom. Okay.
Likewise, the conductor.
Yes.
Conductor too.
Conductor too does not drop the main his main what's it called, uh, you know the conducting also indicates that it's the singing starts from the last counts of the bar. There are a couple of songs in hymn now that has the same effect. When we walk with the Lord. 1, 2, 3. When we walk with the Lord
2,
in the
1,
three. Okay, again.
2. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
When we
1,
walk. So
2.
you see, the
So it's a
when
3.
we starting on count three. There's a fountain. I think that's a two four counts.
Okay.
One,
1,
two,
2. 1,
one,
2.
two, one.
1, 2.
There
1, 2.
is a
1, 2.
fountain
1, 2.
filled with
1,
blood
2.
drawn.
1.
So it starts on and
The
so
second
on.
count.
Okay. So a little exercise we should do is to pick up our SDH hymn now and identify several songs that have count one, count two, sorry, 4 count time, 2 count time, and 3 counts, 4 count time, rather 4 counts, 2 counts, and 3 counts, as well as compound time and anacrosis. So a summary of this is basically that singing is done on time. We sing on time, and what done by singing on time is not by rushing the music or running, it's by following the regular pace of singing as determined by maybe the metronome if that exists, or by the conductor. So when you successfully follow your conductor, the choir master, as is leading the song, you're actually singing on time. And what do choir masters really do? They try to put all of us on to sing on time. Imagine a congregation that is just a congregation of singers, and the congregation is mixed with adults and children. You realize that the children want to sing faster, while the adults want to take their time to sing. So you want to sing the song "On War Christian Soldiers." You find that the young people want to rush. "On War Christian Soldiers," they are rushing, but the adults want to sing, more, at a more collective pace. "On War Christian
1, 2.
Soldiers." Now, a conductor or the congregational song leader stands in front and directs everybody to sing at the same pace. So that means we are all singing on time. We can either be singing a 4 count time, or a 3 count time, or a 2 count time. So as we meet physically, we understand more. Thank you. Um, okay. Any?
Yes, yes. I think we've done a good analysis of what we have in the book, and we thank God for the strength. I think by now we need ice water.
Yes. So the church, Seventh-day Adventist Church, Ogba. Thank you very much. And desire that all of us who are going to have access to this video should religiously and diligently study it. And I will keep saying, okay, we said as many who have access to this video should religiously and diligently study it. Feel free to get in touch with the facilitators. We're actually 3 in number. Myself, um, Berekana Chukwu, or the music and training coordinator, music training and development coordinator rather, Brochiso Isaac, and the deputy music training and development coordinator, Bro Promise Ngozi. Of course, you can first reach your choir leaders for further clarification, your local church choir leader, or any of the conference choir leaders, Elder Moses Oko Jebere, Elder Nigel Ayaramuna. Sorry, man, I'm not pronouncing them properly. Then Bro Emeka Wansuka and Bro Sylvester Wongo will always be available to provide, support. It's our desire that all of us choristers would, graduate to become choir leaders one day, and also we'll all have, by the grace of God, we'll sing in the heavenly choir in heaven. Thank you all.